Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Reckles with WTBGold, and it is patch 7.2.5 release date, but you know what? It's also Tuesday, so it's time for a material guide, dang it. Today we're going through Eternal Air. We've been on kind of this obscure material farming kick, and I might still do a couple of those, but I want to get into kind of a more organized approach, like doing from vanilla to current, all the herbs you can gather. So then I can put together like a consolidated how to skin everything in WoW, how to mine everything in WoW. So if you like that idea and you want to hang with me through those, then let me know down in the comments. But let's move on to Eternal Air farming. This is the Wrath of the Lich King elemental item that's made by combining 10 crystallized air. It's not a very expensive item. It sells for between 20 and 200 gold right now, depending on your server. But it's something that's just never up on the auction house when you need it, so you have to farm. This video is going to be more or less ranked in order, but each farm has their own pros and cons. Some classes, for instance, can't even kill one of the enemies. Okay, so I used to think that Howling Hollow in Storm Peaks was one of the best places to farm this stuff. You know, running through the cave, killing the Scions of Storm. But that's probably just that's what Toro's WoW guide said to do way back in the day. He's one of my favorite. But turns out, you only get like 16 an hour. There are way better places to farm now that we can just completely one-shot everything. Also on the low side are the south edge of Wintergrasp and the Stormright Shelf in Shalazar Basin. You're going to be killing the Tempest and Storm Revenants here. And while you'll only get like 12 to 15 air per hour, you also get other Eternals. Shalazar gives you water and maybe a little bit of earth, but I prefer Wintergrasp when I'm farming Eternals because I usually need some water, life, shadow, and earth for my crafting. And the amount of each different type you get per hour really just depends on how much time you spend farming in that specific area. One of the simplest farms is in Steam Springs in Borean Tundra, and this is tied for number 3 on our list. We're killing Steam Ragers here, and I don't know why, but these guys are one of my favorites. They only drop 17 per hour, but there's just something that's super pretty about this area here. I don't know. Oh, and it's worth noting that these guys are immune to frost damage. Sorry, mages. Tied for 3rd place here is an awesome little force spawn route in Grizzly Hills at Dune Argyle, where we killed these little lightning sentry guys scattered all around. Run up and down the cliff and around the fortress like this, and you'll force the ones at the bottom to respawn. You'll get about 17 here like this if you do this route, but I bet if you brought a friend to this place, it could be amazing because there's some really good density here and force spawn could do some interesting things. If you do this with a friend, make a video and post it in the comment. All right, the number 2 spot is what WoW Profession says is best, and that's the Enraged Tempest in Borean Tundra. Run a small little lap around this ancient Roman-style temple thing. With Bear Tartare and the other tips from my speed farming guide, you can get about 30 air per hour here. It's really nice. It's the simplest farm. It's small, tiny little circle. So if you're in a hurry, you aren't going to be losing out on much compared to the number 1 route. The best farm is the Altar Wardens in Zul'Drak. Like the leather farm in Zul'Drak, this one's surprising because you aren't really killing very many of these. But for all the other farms, you loot an average of 1.5 crystallized air 25% of the time, and these give you an average of 3 crystallized air 1/3 of the time. Blah, blah, blah. They drop a little bit more than twice as much. I'd only recommend this spot if you're a skinner, though, because you want to go out and also kill the Scions of Quetzalun. This gives the Altar Wardens time to respawn, and they might actually even be on the same force spawn table as well. I'm not sure on that. Don't quote me. Oh, and hunters. These are the only spiked wind serpents out there. It's pretty. Go get one. So, start in the courtyard and go around the perimeter. Next, kill everything at the base of the temple and then move up to the 2nd level. Then head back down the courtyard and you'll get about 35 to 40 air per hour, making this the best spot for eternal air farming in World of Warcraft. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the guide. Make sure to like it if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't done that yet. I'm starting to stream a little bit more, so hit that bell button button so you get notified whenever I stream. And that's all my things. Do all the things. Click them all. Okay, bye guys. Why are warriors so bad at making gold? Because they charge too much.